So here we go, day 3 at Fully Charged Live. My boss is here. Introduce yourself, sir.
Good morning, yeah, Adam Kemp from Drive Electric, here on day 3 of Fully Charged. Everyone's a little bit bleary-eyed,
Yeah.
It's been extremely busy.
But you did have yesterday off, didn't you?
Well, I kind of did a little bit, but you know, yeah, it's been great. It's been great in HAP.
Yeah, it has.
You know, from where it's moved on from the last 2.5 years,
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah,
Really
fantastic.
great.
So Drive Electric are partners, part of the Reflex project. I've known these guys for, I think, about 15 years when I
15
first
years.
met the other director,
Yeah.
whose name has now slipped me, Mike Potter.
Mike, yeah. So
Sorry, Mike.
15 years ago, he wasn't bold and I wasn't great. But you
Good
know,
to see you.
Yeah.
I think you've got to shoot off. I'm just
Yeah.
going to say a quick hello to Olivia and we'll have a quick look at the car
Perfect.
as to what it's going. So I'll catch you later, mate.
Cheers, JP.
Right,
Thank you.
mate.
Cheers.
So there we go. So, yeah, apart from jets flying overhead, it's like a juxtaposition. Here's the lovely Olivia. Hello, Olivia. How's it been yesterday?
Really good.
Very good,
busy,
isn't it?
Very busy
Yeah.
Friday as well. It's great.
Cool. So Olivia's one of the team in Marlow. So it's the first time I've met Olivia. There's obviously Drive Electric involved with Reflex. So let's go and have a wander around the rest of the... Catch you later, Olivia.
Catch you later.
So just a quick walk round. And those guys that I know will just say a quick hello to. So there's loads here. Loads to see. Charge providers. It's not just EVs, it's also renewables, smart ways of charging. Swarco are here. Also classic cars, EV. Oh, there's Robert in a Land Rover, look. Doing his thing. So yeah, lots to see. And also Chris, who converts, is doing a converted kit for Porsche 911. So yeah, loads to see. Classic car conversion seems to be the thing. There's a guy that converts to CV. Eco Classics. Look at that. E-Type Jag. Fully electric. Scooters. Awesome looking motorbikes, which look like something out of Tron. And something hopefully I might have time for is the Carver. I think the Carver just looks absolutely awesome. Look at that. So speaking to the chap this morning, I can see them on Orkney. The queues are forming already to get in. This in here is the new Aria. I think that's how you pronounce it. So it's the first time I think it's been in the UK. Also the Formula E car and the cutaway Leaf. But anyway, let's have a quick walk around, see if we catch anyone that you and I might know. Octopus Energy, great company. LV Insurance, yeah, lots to see. And over in that area are all the cars. So let's go and have a quick look. So you've got Hyundai, of course the new Ioniq 5. Ford are telling us how we can discover electric. Can't quite, I think they're really stretching it there because we've all discovered it and they're a bit, bit late to the party. But the Mach-E is a fine EV. Polestar, lots of test drives going on today. So there's Kia, Fiat, Vauxhall, Citroen, Mazda, MG. So yeah, lots to see. So let's pop back to where we're based. There's obviously lots going on inside the main hall as well, talks, which I'm involved in later on today at 3:15. Good energy here. Lots of eateries. Interestingly, all the eateries, usually in a field, there's generators banging away, but they're all plugged into the mains. So there's no smelly generators. I thought that was brilliant to see. And for us, the best place for coffee is this little horse trailer. Absolutely cracking coffee from there. And the wonderful guys from My Energy. So here's Zappit unmasked, without minus the head. But yeah, the My Energy stand looks pretty phenomenal. And here is
Said also do like the cabin of wheelchair and stuff like
my
that.
good mate James.
So,
How you doing, buddy?
You on the mic?
How's it going?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
All right, a bit bleary-eyed.
Yeah, tired.
Yeah.
Tired today. Did you drink too much last night?
I had a bottle of Peroni.
Oh,
Yeah, that was it, mate. Anyway, and just remind me of your name.
Lottie.
Lottie. Lottie with the bobbly head. Well, cool. You were on the stage yesterday as well, weren't you?
did really well.
Excellent.
Quality was
That's really good.
Tesla's own
And Hevra here.
because that'd be
Hevra,
great to get sort of
of which
the
Cleveland
eyes,
Motors are members.
open on
What does Hevra stand for? Just remind us.
So with a hybrid and electric vehicle repair alliance.
There you go. So don't go to the main dealers. They know diddly squat most of the time. Don't think it's Elon flying in or flying out. Anyway, main dealers know diddly squat, to be honest, and they will just throw parts at EVs in order to fix them. But what Hevra do, they just think outside the box. If something needs fixing, then we'll take it apart, replace that individual component. Am I about summing it up about right?
Yeah.
So, you know, if it's a 50p fuse in the middle of a massive part, then the dealer will say replace that huge part for the cost of, I don't know, 2 or 3 grand. Whereas if it's just a 50p fuse and a little bit of time, obviously there's a huge saving. Not just a saving, just more environmental.
More sustainable,
friendly. More
yeah.
sustainable.
Keep
is the word I was
EVs
looking
on the
for,
road,
yeah.
that's what we're all
Yeah,
about,
That's
so.
right, yeah, cool. And we must talk to Matt Cleveley.
Morning, how you doing?
Cleveley Motors, all right. We're on the stage later, aren't we, Matt?
Yes, we are talking
Yeah.
about used EVs or how to choose a second-hand EV.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. It
That'll
should be good fun.
So
Yeah, definitely.
We're not competitors. We're both really keen on getting bums on seats of EVs.
Definitely.
So
yeah.
it's
yeah.
the penultimate talk, isn't it? So I think Robert's on
Saving the
after us.
best till last, or
Of course.
nearly
Yeah,
last.
It's been saved.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So Matt Cleveley with Cleveley Motors, who James works alongside, are the place to go if you want an EV service or a repair. And I'll just show you briefly now from the Hevra stand, which is opposite, the type of parts. So I'm guessing, perhaps you can describe to him what I'm looking at briefly. That's off a Renault Zoe.
That is indeed.
So what's that?
That's the inverter
That's the inverter, yeah.
and coolant pump,
Right.
and this is one of the cell modules at the battery.
Yes.
So that's out of a Nissan Leaf. There's 48 of those in a Leaf.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, cool. And what sort of serviceable parts is that? An air conditioning unit out of the Zoe?
it is indeed air conditioning compressor.
see. Wait, are you impressed?
Yeah, I'm very impressed. Yeah. Yeah. That's a high voltage fuse,
Right.
and the main dealer was going to write that car off because he couldn't find what was wrong with it,
Really?
and that part's 25 quid.
Right. So I think that just needs to be repeated. Just say that again. This is a fuse out of
This is from a Renault Zoe.
from a Renault Zoe. Just
Yeah.
repeat that again.
So this car went to a dealership and they said, we don't know what the problem is, we think it might be the inverter,
Yeah.
and the inverter is about £3,000,
Yeah.
but we're not sure whether it is that. So you might be spending that money and it might not fix it.
Yeah.
So the owner sought out a second opinion, and we found it was this high voltage fuse, which is about 25 quid. And then, but what we do, because this fuse is designed to blow instantaneously at 2,000 amps.
Yes.
So what we actually do is we cut the fuse open to find out why it's blown.
Right.
And in this case, the fuse had actually failed. It hadn't blown because of a
Right.
fault. It was actually a faulty fuse. So
Faulty fuse. Brilliant. So again, more sustainable to keep cars on the road rather than just scrapping them, writing them off, and using parts. 25 quid that part, as opposed to thousands that Renault said was needed, because that's what main dealers do. They just throw parts at a vehicle until it's actually fixed. Whereas independents like members of Hevra, they'll diagnose the problem. They'll find out exactly what the fault is and repair that part. That's obviously less cost. So I can't sing highly enough the praises of Hevra members.
So,
What else are you
can
going
I
to
give you another example?
Yeah. Let me just flip the camera up and stare at my face. Go on then.
So this is called a cell monitoring unit.
Yeah.
And it measures the individual cell voltages inside the battery pack.
Right.
So there's several of these within the battery pack.
Yeah.
And when the vehicle gets old, we sometimes get problems with these, and it means the car drives with limited power and it won't charge and
Yeah.
causes problems.
Yeah.
But this is from Mitsubishi,
Yeah.
and it's only available as the entire battery pack. So if you get a problem with this, then it will cost you over £10,000
What?
at a dealership
Okay.
to fix.
Yeah.
But if that comes into us, then we replace that bit,
Right.
which is a single integrated circuit,
Yeah.
which is about 15 quid. And obviously there's a bit of labour in order to
Yes.
strip it all down and to get to it and everything, but it
Right.
keeps the car on the road, which is what we're all about.
Hang on then. Mitsubishi say you got to spend 10 grand to get your what was that for Outlander? Plug-in
No,
hybrid or
IMEV.
IMEV. Yes, I've had a few IMEVs that were faulty, and my Hever member on Orkney actually fixed it. Don't know whether he placed that part. So £10,000 for Mitsubishi or
15 quid.
15 quid.
That doesn't include the labour,
Of course,
obviously.
the labour and the time to diagnose, but the cost is now going to be nowhere near £10,000 to get an IMEV back up and running. So again, if you've got an IMEV, or for that matter, Peugeot Ion or a Citroen C0, and it's showing faults, and the main dealer says, "Oh, you've got to write it off," please check out Hever dealers, because they will give you a different opinion. And the great thing about Hever dealers is they all talk to each other, so they share this knowledge base of common faults in order to keep cars on the road, EVs on the road, at minimal cost to repair. So hats off to Hever. I think it's a fantastic. Anyway, thanks for your time. Have a good show, and we'll see you later. Brilliant. So yeah, there we go. It's all happening here. Lots to see. And I'll be on the main stage later. Oh, actually, just have a quick walk down through here, onto the here. I'm going to walk down and show you some vans, because it's an area of the market where a lot of small businesses go, "Oh, I'd love to go EV, but I need a van." So let's have a brisk walk down there. Tesla Model owners are here, and also the Model Y is coming from Germany. The owners actually bought it here. Tesla themselves basically don't do shows, but the Model Y is here from Germany, just a bit bigger than a Tesla Model 3. As the Mega Theatre, sponsored by UKRI, who are actually the one of the main funders for the Reflex project as well. So again, I know I keep banging on about it, but it's so nice to see eateries without massive generators churning away. It's all plugged into the mains, which is a good thing. E-bikes. My mate Chris Ramsey's been banging on about e-bikes. Fully electric bus. And down here is an array of light commercial vehicles. The Voltaire Zero, look at that. What a smart bit of kit this is. Yeah, central driving position. I must say that eliminates right and left hand drive models, of course. But yeah, what a massive truck that is. Nice to see these from, I think this is BYD. But anyway, obviously fleeces them for DPD. The Arrival lease plan van, that's going to be pretty groundbreaking as well. Lease Plan have ordered a number of these, so we're going to start seeing these on the streets soon as well. Electric diggers, I'd love to have a go on one of these. Yeah, Ford with the Transit, 100% electric. People carriers from Mercedes. The Varo E, which is also an e-expert. The new van version of the Zoe, obviously the old Kangoo. So lots and lots to see. There's also the Morris, which I think looks pretty awesome. Let me have a quick walk round, show you the front of this. How retro does that look? Looks fantastic, doesn't it? So yeah, looking forward to that. Hello!
Hello!
So Nexus Group, Sussex EVs, got a little stand down here, and obviously Polestar with some test drives. So yeah, loads and loads to see. Now let's just head back, see if we bump into anybody. The public are just about to come on site. Opens at 10 o'clock. So I'm shooting this not just for... Shooting this... Hey? Oh, hey! Permin!
He was at our very first meeting, 3 cars.
Oh, yeah.
EV groups longer than we have, so.
See, I'm really good at this. I'm about as...
11,600 now on the group.
This is the king of the lemon drizzle cake,
Lemon Drizzle King.
Mr. Cambridge.
How are you?
Oh, thank you. He does an early morning rant on Facebook.
My
When he's
sandwich
making his
rating.
sandwiches, yeah, and you've got a very particular way of buttering your bread and everything. It's,
Do you know, yeah, but I've decided your frozen bread is really good because you can butter it with, don't matter what the bread, don't break the bread. And that really annoys me. And I don't want crumbs in my sink. That really annoys me.
do you suffer
as
from
well.
OCD?
Just slightly. Just slightly.
Why not you making your own bread after lockdown? I mean, I'll make my own sourdough.
I know, I
It's
should
so
do.
easy.
I should
I'll
do.
send you the recipe, mate.
Yeah, send it to me.
I
Send
will,
it to me.
definitely.
Send it to me.
Is this your
So-
first day?
Yeah, it's the first time I've been here. So actually, I was bought a ticket. A company called Bonnet, I think. I've got
Right.
to find them.
Right,
I'll tell
okay.
you, at least say thank you. You know, I've got to.
So you've got in for free. You've
I've got in for
piggybacked in
free.
on someone else.
I know. It's
See, this
terrible, isn't it?
is your typical
Freeload.
used
Typical
car
Tesla
dealer.
driver.
That if there's anything
Yeah, but I've got to
free,
pay
we're
for
going to
me-
take it.
I've got to pay for my car, haven't I?
It's really good to see you.
Yeah, and you. Yeah.
I'm going to finish this off, and
Yeah,
then
right.
we'll have a catch up.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All right.
Where are you then? On the
I'm on the
electric?
Drive Electric stand.
Right, okay.
But, and I'm also on the stage this afternoon at 3:15,
Right, okay.
talking about used EVs. So don't throw any tomatoes at me, or.
I
But
won't.
I'll take some barracking from the audience. Good to see you. Speak in a bit.
How did the Aria video go? Yeah?
So yeah, really good to catch up with him. He runs a really popular Facebook group. So yeah, so let's flip it. So loads of people queuing to get in. So there's lots more stuff inside as well. Maybe I'll do a clip of inside in a bit. Right. So here is my good friend Richard from up to north.
Right up north.
He's from Shetland. He's even more northerly than Orkney. And I've come down in a Tesla Model 3 long range. And what have you come down in, Richard?
Tesla Model 3.
Subtle hint.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Standard range plus. So the short battery one.
Yeah, yeah. So when we say short battery, be honest, what's the sort of realistic range?
190, 200.
What's your bladder range?
Less is that.
Yeah, my bladder range is 2 hours, which
Yeah.
in all honesty, driving down the A9 at hopefully 60 miles an hour. So we're looking at about 2 hours before I have to stop. So well before the cars run out of battery if you're in a standard range Model 3.
Yeah.
But,
And not just that, but the car's ready before I am. So
Yes, yeah. I spent the new version 3 superchargers.
oh, it's phenomenal.
I had to leave my dinner on the way down. I had to leave my scampi and chips because I didn't want to have the overstay fees
That's
at
sacrilege.
superchargers. So it was 30 minutes and I'd gone from 10% to like 97% in
Yeah,
30 minutes.
crazy,
so,
innit?
yeah, amazing. Anyway, your car has got a bit of a spot here. Why are you quite happy about it being parked there, Richard?
Well, it's not so much where my car is, it's the one next to it that's
Yes.
the nice one.
So let's flip the camera around. So the reason is, Richard, well, hey, look, it's another blue one. Why is
Yeah.
that so different?
Because that's the bigger version of mine. That's the Model Y has
Yes.
arrived in the UK
That's
for
right.
a little visit from Germany.
So it's left-hand drive,
Yep.
but I think this is the first time it's sort of been publicly seen
It
in
is.
the UK.
First time it's been publicly
Model
seen in
Y.
the UK and displayed.
Yes. So yeah,
Big crowd
excellent.
pleaser.
They're really good. Have you got any info in your car saying? Oh, see, I'm really good at this. Saying I'm from Shetland.
Yes, there's a sign on
Excellent.
on the dash.
That is really,
a map
really
and
good.
A map and a line of well, my route basically.
Yes.
How long it's taken to get you.
I think that's still the most commonly asked thing, like where you can't drive far in an EV. And okay, it's a Tesla, but I've got an e-Niro, and that's just more than capable of doing long trips. So
798 miles door to door.
Fantastic, Richard. That is absolutely awesome. When are you heading back?
Start my journey tonight.
Tonight,
Drive
okay.
A couple of hours and then I'll stop and see what I get.
Yeah. So I'm leaving tomorrow morning, but I'm stopping at Abington,
Oh yeah.
and then I'll go up to Scrabston and have a hotel in Scrabston, and then get there Wednesday morning boat back.
Okay, I'm going to choose tonight's boat back.
Right. So we're back up to north. It's the place to live, but don't tell anyone because we don't. It's the UK's best kept secret. So yeah, it's rubbish. Don't drive. Don't live in Orkney or Shetland. It's just rubbish. Richard, always a pleasure to speak to you. And I'll catch you later.
Same to you, man.
All right.
Cheers.
Yeah, definitely. So good to catch up with Richard. Yeah, down from Shetland. So the great thing about Teslas is that Tesla are not here officially, but they actually have their own stand. The Tesla Owners UK basically do the PR and the promotion for Tesla. And what better PR is owners putting on a show, displaying their product. So yeah, Elon's doing something right. There we go.
Monitor the device will know that you're putting on much more electricity in the property.
And here we are, back at the e-Niro. Nice. Are you just adjusting Cleveland's cheeky advertising? Let's cover it in flowers.
I am. I just thought we'd make it nice and smiley and say that we love EVs.
Olivia, I'm going to have a word with Cleveland's because it was a bit cheeky, but we've adapted it to make it acceptable.
They actually brought in reinforcements as in a child did this, so we can't tell them all.
Right, okay, that's true.
We can't
Yes.
tell them all.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we can certainly make it into something happy and smiley.
Fantastic. It's looking really, really cool.
Yeah, it is.
So there we go. So if you're coming today, pop down and say hello. See you later.